Alright, welcome back everyone. New project day, and at this very moment, you know more about this project than I do, because I do not know what this is. I know it's a Temu project. It came in, and it might be somewhere in all that fine print, but I don't see it. I do see it's a 14 and up, and factory address and all that stuff, but otherwise, and get to open up a mystery box for me. So we'll find out together what we got going. If you're new here, this is what I do. I buy these kits and build them step by step, mostly in real time. You get to see all my successes and all my failures, how I hopefully fix those inevitable failures as they come up. Upload daily and just try and have a good time. We're not solving any world problems, we're just having fun and building silly little models. So, oh, it's a marble run. And battery powered marble run. Okay. I may get to use my new soldering skills I learned yesterday on my other channel. Got actually screws and nuts on this one. Just a tiny screwdriver, a little bit of wax. I did pick up a couple of... There's actually a little sandpaper there. I was browsing those Temu. I'm not anymore, but I was trying to make larger orders to avoid incoming extra charges. So I've got quite a few built up now. We'll see how that goes. But I've still got Amazon if I need it, so that's not that big of a issue. But let's see here. Let's see, got standard Temu motor and battery pack. Over there. Instruction poster. Spiral lift plank road. Okay, this one's got the corkscrew lift. Yeah, that's what caught my attention. I remember that now. But yeah, we got. Looks like complicated enough. It'll be a 2 or 3 day build. It's got plenty of doodads and who's its and what's it. There's the final rendering. What's that? 46 steps it says. So we will definitely do that. Let's take a look at our. We got the numbers printed on this side, so let's go here. And H. Okay, it appears they've got reverse alphabetical order, so I'll give them an A- for that. They won't get bonus points. F. It's been a minute since I've done a marble run, so I'm looking forward to that. I like playing with these things. They're fun little. Marble run was one of the first things I built when I started the channel. I had actually bought one, I think almost a year before. And I just decided, I'd never got motivated to build it, and then so I decided I'd just do it on YouTube. And that's almost where it all started. I had done a Lego Advent calendar before that, but I think the actual stuff that I do on my channel started on that first marble run. Alright, there those are. Let's see, like I said, I showed the instructions, not much else in there. Alright, I will grab the first few steps and we'll get rolling on this thing and see how long it takes. Be right back with that. Okay, looks like this is going to be a little bit more of an intricate build than I thought it was going to be, so may not get as much done as I thought we were going to get done tonight. May take a little bit longer than I thought. Won't be all craziness, but let's see. And the instructions are a little on the confusing side. Let's see, A. And I should have labeled these guys. Okay, A4 is the plain ones. Yeah, A5. So yeah, that's gonna be it. Yeah. Okay. line them up there. Huh? There we go. There are notches lined up on that thing. So. Okay, so do one of those and 3 this next batch. Should have had another one of those. Okay. No, it's not. Yeah, that's A4. That was a short. Long end gets A4. Yeah. 2 A5s. Okay. Yeah, I should have labeled these pieces. I haven't used any of these yet. Okay, let me get my. Which one is 7? Okay, 7's the one with. 7's the plain one with 3 notches. C6 is. That bit of the forms over there in the trash. Let's see if I can find that to get figure this out. Okay. C6. C6. Okay. Okay. So C6. Yeah. Okay. That makes sense. Okay. Okay, so, okay, C6, the plain one. Okay, let me figure on this. Let me pull up the footage and look at it from when I did the unbox. Okay, got it figured out. Yes. I guessed wrong. Those. Okay. Yeah, those are 5. That's 6. So let's get these guys out here because that's supposed to be a 4 on that one. Which is these. Okay. So 4. Either end. Okay. 2 of these yet. Oh. Okay, so that's correct now. Now, with this one, did I happen to actually get it right? E4, nope, I did not. Yeah, that's 6. Okay, so this. Okay. And these. The other end is the 6, the short end, and the A7 on the outside. Okay. Yeah, that's the one number written on it. Let me leave that one for last. Oh. Okay. Now we'll do that one 3 times. Did I do that? Yeah. I'm gonna use my number done on that one too. But I think I can figure one of them out from process of elimination. Six and 7. Okay. Do it again. Yep, there's the 7. Okay. So, a few extra pieces, but these guys, everybody matches up. Let's say this one different. Okay, so I'll set these guys aside for if I need them. Now, jump right into building our structure. So, take the big guy, pop you in here. And the different one goes in the second hole. It's symmetrical on both ends, yeah. Oh, but do need wax before I do that. Got my wax melter sitting over here, just out of frame. That's that little white right there's the piece of tile I'm sitting it on. Give everybody a nice small smooth coat on there, I hope. So you going into the center one. Let's work it out. The squat end goes into this one. Okay. Go on there. Look them in. This one. All the way down. Should have done that on both of them. Oh yeah. Probably got enough on the frame there, but also I can run a little bit around the edges here. Just more is better. Okay. I think I heard. Yeah, and here comes Neo sneaking in on us. So, oops, those guys all seated. there. Alright, that didn't hurt a bit. Quick spin on these guys. Get that wax worked in. And Neo's facilitating her facilities, so I'm going to give her a little privacy. I'll be right back after that. Okay, that was actually fortuitous because I'd forgotten to pull these pieces. That's going to lock them in place here. Okay, now on this side, these guys. Okay, so we got, these are numbered on there, so 10, 11, 2 12s, a 10 and 11. And that's for the other side, and a bunch of little screws. Okay, so that's 12 on the bottom. I want to make sure these arrows in the middle are lined up. So and 10 next. And 12 again. They do line up exactly in the notches and tabs, so that works out good. And 11. Okay. A little wiggle wobble action there, make sure everything's worked in good. Stay lined up. Alright. Okay, now I know why you had to have the ones with the holes on this side, because we're putting screws in there. Okay. Looks like 2 screws a piece. I'll just do caddy corners, I think. Wait a second. Okay, I've got these wrong because this one's right, thankfully. I wasn't looking at all the details. These holes have got to be oriented a certain way, and I got the rest of them wrong. So these go that way. Go that way. That way. Okay. That. Once again, fortuitous. I found out in time. Let's stick with the caddy corner situation here. I need to run some wax in between these gears. They're loosening up, getting the excess out of the joints over here, so I think that'll work out fine. Okay, make sure I get them back. Yep, where it's supposed to be. Now this one, I think this is going to be our motor crank, so I don't think we have to worry too much about orientation on it. Okay. Yeah, we're going pretty good. Once I get the motor installed, I'm gonna go back and let it run a second and let the wax run through there. Okay. There. Okay, so done with that for the moment. Put some baskets and whatnots. At least these are all different shapes, so I probably could get confused, but I don't think I'm gonna. Making 3 of the same and 1 different, so I think that's all I need, I believe. So studs up, go in little one either. Oh. And top. Okay, that's now these pretty much same thing, except they don't have that extra little loopy thing on the bottom. If this is the one I'm thinking of, there's actually another one coming. It's sort of similar to the one I did for rocker a while back, where you can link them together and they form a double loop. So I've got that. I think that one's still out for delivery, or out to be delivered. Okay, so I got these guys all, yeah, same. Yeah, okay. Now back to our frame. This guy. Here. Okay. Wait a second. Oh, so, no, that's how I'm supposed to be starting them with. Yeah, and that is... Okay, let's hold it upside down. Okay. Looked out. I put it in wrong, but it was right. Okay, so good. I've never seen a mechanism like this in any of the marble runs I've done, so I'm looking forward to seeing it in motion. That'll be cool. Okay, get you all realigned. Okay. Now, get out my new toy. It's time to connect these wires up. And okay, I guess it did. Okay, yeah. I was looking at they go through, red and black, but then they crisscross the wires. But it's, connected over here, so that does work. Okay. And get you. So, let me stand it up. Drive shaft going that way. Red goes here. Black goes there. Okay. Enough of a lead there. I'm getting tight for this stuff. And a twist around. Maybe not. Okay. I'm gonna do the get a hold of all the individual wires. Almost a couple. I think I can make it work from there. We'll find out. Let me get my other lead out. Have the soldering iron over here the whole time and have managed to not burn myself, so I'm proud of that. Back side. Yep. And yep. A little ventilated area, by the way. Believe not pretty with all the extra little strand going off, but it's not going anywhere. So yay. Yeah, let's see if I need to keep the cap on the black one, so maybe I can get a tighter twist it to pull the insulation off the end there. Yeah, much nicer. Nice tight end on that. So. Get you through there. Pause for a second. think that's wrapped around once. So I think I can work with that now. All right. Okay. Now, I do not have any batteries in here with me, so let me run and grab some batteries, and I'll give that a test, and we'll see if I could actually do anything right there. Oops. Oh. All right. One in and the other one in. Success. Love it. Okay, so I'll set you up there. And set my solder over there out of the way. Okay. Now, let's get out and this. Oh, we're already mounting there. So, this goes. So we're on the back side here. Here. There. Oops. Wires are going. Might short out on that. Motor casing, I think it's alright. Yeah, looking at it now. And a couple screws. Okay, so. Oh yeah, these are. Where'd my picture go? Okay, so you're smooth through here. I'm pretty sure. Doesn't like that. Okay, so I gotta thread them through the motor. Okay, that's one. Oh, wait a second, was that supposed to go? No, they got the wires going out the back. Okay. Seems like that'd be a good place to run the wires straight through right there, but evidently not. There. Okay. That far. Now. Okay, got a little stud there. Lines up, and that does line up our screws with our holes. See, it felt like it went in there. Yep. Okay, really came through. All snug. Still working. Yep. Okay. Excellent. Now, about ready to call it a night. Got a couple more steps. I want to get us mounted onto our base plate before I call it a day. So, make sure we line up the holes properly there. All three of them. So, let's see here. Okay. Yeah. H19 goes here. C19 there. Okay, and these screws go through. Okay. Right there. Okay, yeah, C19's a little bit smaller, so that's barely enough to grab there, but I imagine that's by design. I'm surprised they aren't using flat screws for this, but right. So, and this is obviously something that's going to need some waxing, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm not sure where we mount this one, but I'm just going to hit both sides. And get the teeth while I'm going now. Okay. Okay. So coming around onto this side. Oh, there's where it goes. Alright, lock in, yep. And I bet, yeah, that's where I got screws coming in. Yeah. Oh, I don't guess I need to be that close anymore. Okay, which one should have? Let's see. Okay, that's the only, yeah, this is the one I want. It's a little bit longer. In there. Cool. Let's see. Well, I keep losing my spot. Okay, now I need to pull the batteries out. Mounting battery box right there on those three. And around there. Okay, they're there. Those three under. I don't think it matters. I'm going to go a little bit further back on. And step. Next step, okay, 10, got collar. Okay, so we're tying this guy. Goes into that hole. Supposed to reach over to the supposed to reach over to this one. It shouldn't matter at this point, as long as we get it. Yeah, okay, so these guys, oh, this gets a, so go through there, one nylon collar. That's not, that's not right. So it's supposed to be 6 millimeters. I don't think that's. Maybe you're supposed to start both of them up. Still. Yeah, it's about 6. I don't think. No, it's only. Those are not going to be big enough to go through there. Let's see. I might have something for that. Alright. Little generic Dremel came with a couple of drill bits. I have an Allen wrench in there? No, there's not. Yeah, it was to change my. Well, that stinks. I'm sure it's here underneath something. Oh well, it was a thought. Let's go to my box of random nylon collars, see if I got one. A little bit wider gap. Yeah, I think I got some here. It's not that much. Yeah, they're all. Okay, next step. No, can't do different screws. Okay. Stuff's pretty soft. That drill bit may not be big enough anyway. I don't think it is, they're tiny. Okay. So, let's see. How pliable are these things? Not very, they're pretty solid. It might, if I can get a bite in there, it might, the screw might pull itself through, so let's actually go over to the old electric screwdriver. See what we can do with that. Okay. Not at all. Just spinning in my hands. Let's try. The next step is going to be It's not even pretending. Okay. Let me go do some surgery with an actual drill. It's a little bit too loud to do in here with y'all, but I'll do that, water these out, and we will wrap this up tonight. So I'll be right back with that. Okay, by the time you can see, by the time I got them cleaned out, there's not much meat left on that bone to do that with, so I think that's gonna work. Okay, now go back to where I was at. Go through the one without a I got them. Make sure I leave plenty of room to get around those nuts over there. And you lined up in there. Should have done this side first. Okay. Color in. And even now it's those guys on, and then this guy to there. Alright. So, oh man, this is supposed to go in there too. Okay. This is the forgot I had a spacer there. So we go here, down through there. Now I'll pop you back in. Okay, so that gives us clearance on those screw heads. Okay. And now let's test fire. Huh. Is that right? Okay, let me. I'm not sure. Next step, it's wobbling a little bit, so maybe that's part of it. Next step's to mount it into its frame. So we got, okay, got those little holes this way. These out there. Okay, so these are our mounting points through there. All right. Clip the wires. These guys, and lock these guys in place. Okay. Stabilization. That doesn't seem right. Oh, wait a second. I bet. Oh, that's my. I just had a thought. Let's see here. Pop you off. Actually, I gotta change SD cards, and then I'll be right back. Okay. Pull this off one more time. Okay. Now, instructions. That one is on that side. Over here. And this guy around top here. I don't. That shouldn't matter. Is there? Make sure I got the right. Well, that's 22, right? Okay. There's not a longer one. This motion confuses me. Because I was assuming. Let me. Take it off this side this time. Let's see. According to the okay. Sort of curious. Assuming it goes into there. And we go up. Okay, maybe that will work. Okay. It just seemed off to me. So we want there, okay. I guess now. Let's see what happens. Okay. That doesn't seem right though. Okay. The concept works, but I'm in. Wait a second, hang on. I'm supposed to be in. What was it? Yeah, the hole with no marks, which I am. And so these guys are supposed to be line up that. Okay. So, oh. wasn't planning on this being the issue. And it may be fine. It just may just be my I must be locking up in my brain. Right. But it seems to need much more travel than that. And I've got gear teeth back here, so this is going to be driving something else too. But that's still going to be locking that in with that bar. Okay, let's try one more thing. Here, which I think is where I started with all this mess. It still didn't seem right. That's it. Maybe it'll. I guess we just gotta trust in the process and see what happens as we go on. See if it straightens itself out. That doesn't. This picture now. This makes this. This should be on the outside according to. And it never rotates around. I guess I'm just gonna keep plugging along and see what happens. But that's all I'm gonna do for tonight. We will continue tomorrow, and hopefully something will clarify itself. But it doesn't. Let's see. It just doesn't see. I guess it. Yeah, I'm having trouble not thinking about this. Okay, I am going to force myself to stop. Thanks for watching, everybody. Like, subscribe, comment, complain, share. Do whatever you want to with all of that. Be good to one another. Stay safe. And click on the link. Hello, Neil. That's my main channel. That's my sort of experimental channel. This is what YouTube thinks you should be watching. And this is going to be the playlist for this build once we got more than one video on it. See you tomorrow.